Going on, everyone? Investor here. It's time for my weekly portfolio update. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell icon. I don't want you to miss any new videos. So no deposits this week. I used some of the money from the previous week's deposit to buy shares and dollar cost average. Overall, it was a down week for me. As you can see, my account is just over $15,750 there at $15,754.87. So it's down about $50 on the week. Nonetheless, not bad. Not a bad way. We only be down $50 isn't bad. So, but you can see picked some of that up just with the end of the day Friday here with $47 in the positive for that day. So not bad. So no new dividends again to finish off the month. I pretty much received everything I was in the first 3 weeks, and that last week of the month I didn't receive anything. So we'll cover a little bit more of that here in a minute. This upcoming week, I plan on depositing around $600, give or take, as well as it's going to be a pretty good dividend week. I think I'm going to receive half a dozen dividends just in this week alone. Plus, I still have two new, or not new, but two companies that are still on my watch list, and one of them I may pull the trigger on this week. We'll cover a little bit more of that in a minute too. So I'm going to cover all that with you guys and more, so please stick around. Let's jump over to that spreadsheet and I'll show you what I've been up to. All right, guys, so taking a look at the spreadsheet, see quite a few things that have been added or taken away here from the difference column. So first thing I'll point out here, you can see on the 365 history, a lot of green, a lot of red. So it's a nice ratio, nice mix there. Some things that are still doing relatively well over the last 365 days. The last month or so, 2 months maybe of the market has really helped that out where things have really gone up. So still got some opportunities though, so still present some buying opportunities in a lot of ways. So scroll down, show you what the difference is here. The big one you'll probably notice right here is obviously from Tesla during the split. So I went from 110.3 shares down to 54. So that's where the negative number comes in here. So it is what it is. I'm not quite certain how 110.3 divided by 2 equals 54, but they sold off the fractional shares, things like that. So I'm assuming that's all part of the splits. I've never been through a stock split, so I'm not sure how that all works out, but the fractional shares look like, at least in my account, they were liquidated as cash, so at least I got paid for those. So, but would have been nice just to keep the fractional shares, but either way. So going up to the top, you see added a little bit SCHD, just dollar cost averaging, added 0.128 shares there. Same thing with O. O is still down quite a bit, struggling during this period where the interest rates are still through the roof. So didn't add a whole lot, $5-10 here a couple of days. Same thing with Kraft Heinz. I think I put like $10 in, just dollar cost average while it was down. A little over a quarter share, just working on for the goal for the year. Energy Transfer. This is actually from the dividend reinvestment. So the dividend was actually a week or so prior kind of thing, but it took quite a few days for Fidelity here to actually reinvest the shares or to receive the dividend and reinvest it. So I got that during the latter part of last week here, or latter part of the week. So got just over a quarter share there with the transfer. Pepsi just adding a little bit for the goal. Procter & Gamble, this was just dollar cost averaging. I think it was like $5-10. It's really all I was doing all week was $5 here, $10 here. As well as Starbucks added a little bit just because it's down a little bit too, and added Vici while it was down a little bit, but also just to pick up more Vici. So quite a few things that are new and different. So nothing crazy. Didn't pick up full shares of anything this week. So, but this upcoming week, when I get the deposit here that I'm planning on putting in, like I said, around the $600 or so, I will plan on picking up quite a few things. Full shares, if not looking for just some dollar cost averaging, especially if the market's gonna stay down for a little bit. So jumping over to the positions. I'll see not much change. This is all just because it updated for end of the week here. So accounts up $534.86 or 4.6% so far. So still continues to be on sale more or less. Tesla looks like the after the split and the dividends, and it did go up quite a bit, starting to rebound a little bit, but nothing to write home about. Still got some work to do there. But as I mentioned in the video, I think it was last week here, I'm not really adding anything new to the Defiance or the Yield Max any of those, kind of just letting them sit for a minute, letting the dividends collect, and then we'll decide whether I'm gonna reinvest the dividends in them or not. Right now, I might, just to keep that income generation coming, but not going to invest any new capital into those. While I've got so many other things here that I want to spend the money on, especially adding Vici and Starbucks. I want to put it into the quality companies. So, but if I can use some of that to help fund that, then that's what I'll do. But still got some things to decide there, and you can see obviously both positions are down right now, but with only one share of Starbucks being down $1 and some change, I'm not too worried there. So not too bad. So jumping over to the calendar, you'll see we ended the month of February here at $104.77. So was still the highest month I've received since I've been a dividend investor, which is just over a year now. And those that if you're new to the channel, I said this account, it was created basically January of last year. So I didn't really start receiving any dividends or anything until February of last year. So just over a year now. So it's a good opportunity to subscribe to the channel and watch, from the ground floor as this account grows and grows. And as I work my way to that infamous, 100K mark where, all the people say that, the accounts and things should start blossoming and really compounding and growing a lot faster once you hit that mark. So working on getting there. So we got a ways to go, but at least you can watch it from the ground floor. So you can see quite a few as we come into March. Dividends that I should be expected to receive, should be receiving 11 different paychecks this month. I want to say about 5 or 6 of them will be coming in this upcoming week. So it should be a good dividend week. And you can see the projection, especially because like SCHD and some of the bigger quarterly payers are coming in this month. So it should be, projected, at least according to the dividend tracker app that I use, $189. So, but I think that's factoring in a bigger payday from Tesla. So we're going to have to see what happens there. So, but nonetheless, even if it's, Tesla's half or stays right about here where we've been getting for the last 2 months kind of thing, it'll again be the highest month that I've ever received. And that's kind of what I'm looking forward to as this account grows, is each subsequent month should be higher hopefully than the next, or at least the ones that have the quarters. And so just looking to get higher and higher and higher as we go, right? Should be the goal of all of us. So $104. So far $193.72 for the year with the 2 months there. You'll see hopefully with March be up here somewhere or a little higher. So it'll be a nice staircase up. So the updates into the pies there if you guys like to see those. And then with the industry, you can see consumer staples is real heavy on right now. So with the goals, and if you missed last week's video, please go check that out. I did take Tesla off as a goal and replaced it with Colgate-Palmolive. So that's where I'm working on, trying to get to the 40 shares there. And then last week's video I did hit for O, so we'll check that off. Even though SCHD, O, and JEPI are goals from 2023, which is why this is still titled 2023, because it still had some of the goals in there. These bottom 3 here are the goals for 2024. So as soon as I hit SCHD, then we'll really focus on that. And again, I said in last week's video, I'm not necessarily going to stop putting money into these 3. I'm just not going to be as aggressive once I hit the goal, then, because that way I can start being more aggressive into the ones that I've got goals for this year. So we'll get this updated here into the current value here, probably next week's video. Just a couple of days that we're still in the month here to end the week, so I wanted to wait. So we'll get that updated here, but you'll see obviously it's 15 and some change now. Hopefully with the deposit I plan on putting in this week, we'll take that over 16. So 193 for the quarter. One more month left in this quarter, and if it's going to stay in that $180 range, it's going to double what I made all of quarter 4. So it's going to be great to see year over year growth, and I'll be able to put the percentage growth here into this column here. We'll see if it hits triple digits. So $548.75 in total dividends received, monthly average of $42.21. And this is total for the account. So since I've been doing this for a year, obviously $548 compared to some accounts or some videos you guys may see out there doesn't seem like a whole lot, but for someone just really starting out, $548 is still a lot of money to me. That's fantastic to see. So the projections for 2024, See, the spike now for Tesla is not as high, only based off the fact that it's 54 shares now. But the trend line is moving back up instead of pointing down here. So obviously I included the December of 2023 as the first point here, so we can just do running right off of where we were to end the year. So a little bit of a lower month in January. February was higher than December. So, and then hopefully March here will be a lot higher. So that trend line is going to start shooting straight up. And then of course the account value will be, if not 16,000 here once I get it updated for next week's video. So nice cadence up. I love to see that. So anyway, guys, that's what we're up to. At least that's what I've been doing this week. So like I said, dollar cost averaging for the week. Just trying to finish off the month strong. Ended up down on the week about $50, but overall it was a good month. So stay tuned for next week's video. I've got a lot of good things coming. With the dividends, with the deposit that I plan on putting in, should be a good video to watch. So please hit the thumbs up button on this video. Leave a comment below what you think. If you guys got any new pearls or wisdom, I'll cover more on the two that I'm holding next week, just whether I want to pull the trigger on what I'm looking at or not. And please subscribe to the channel, guys. Until next week, happy investing.